Big Boss Jock signing on. Our Allah right here inside, helping me line by line. Here at the mighty 750 kilohertz AM on the dial. Let's listen to what she says. Angela Davis.
We know that we got
The rings are catching our attention. How much of this?
this afternoon.
So let's see. I'm gonna have to listen to it and then play back all the signs, all the codes they're giving us.
And that history cannot be deleted like web pages. We know that we gather this afternoon on indigenous land.
One hand transposed to the other. Angela Davis's hand has 2 rings on it, gold rings. There's gonna be a hand that's computer generated. It's gonna go in there and have 2 rings, and the gold rings are gonna shine real bright. It's a code for listening to what she's saying, because it's not a real arm nor hand, it's hers, and it's computer generated. Because when she does pick up her hand, watch where it comes from. Where did the other one come from? I don't believe it's that. I think it's not hers, it's computer generated.
Like web pages.
Well, 129. Let's see what happens. Here.
We know that,
That's her hand.
that we gather this afternoon on
Oh, I see. So who came between? No, it's her hand. Because her hand caught my attention every time, and it really is her hand, but it didn't seem right because I was staring at the ring. So who walks in between?
like web pages. We know that we gather this afternoon on
Yeah, his face exposes. Just we gather this afternoon, and the man behind, the African American man, his hair now. Oh, look at this! It turns to camouflage. His hat, instead of being black, now it's camouflage with white writing and black behind the white writing on a logo. This is upsetting. And so, if we look at Angela Davis's scarf, we see that that could be a shade of camo when we tie it to the hat that's shifting back and forth from black to camo. And I knew there was something wrong, and it's trickery. Yeah, what they're doing is tomfoolery. This is cracker at work. Evil is what we're seeing. And Yankee Sam, the programming. They're going to fight because they're programmed in their subconscious. This is the people, all of them. Yankee territory, all across the territory. Angela Davis's rings, there it is, her hand. She's going to wave it just at the right time, you see? And I'm going to focus in on the hand, which I did 2 or 3 times before I caught the camoed hat. Let's run it on back. Run it back to 129 on this clip, and you'll see what's going on. At 136, you can see that camo appears on the hat for the first time. That's been black the whole time we've been watching it. So we'll run it back to 129. $128. Let's see what happens.
like web pages.
I'll point it out. There. Now watch. He goes from... I wonder how they do it. The computer generated. They're actually there, but they don't know their movements enough, so they can't contest it and say, hey, that's not how it went. I didn't step on that side of the woman that was standing in front of me at that moment in her speech. So that's what they're doing, and they're changing what's around her. The people, their actions. They look as if isn't really what they were doing. They were in the vicinity, but their exact actions were different. They have to be, because this is too right on cue. So at 133, pay attention to her gold rings, because I got the code, and I knew there was something wrong there. For the first time, we're going to see the man in the back with a black hat and the white writing turn to camouflage hat with a logo that has white writing and black behind it.
We know that we gather
So watch her rings, and this is at 135.
this afternoon on
There. And he pulls his head back around so we can see it clearly, his face at 135, 134. So freeze it at 134. And let's see what we get. No.
Oh, that
Maybe 35.
we gather this afternoon on
There. 136. Perfect. Not perfect, but close enough. That's what it is. And what we get next to the man with the beard, with the camo hat now, is the other one that had the black with the red hat. He's getting obscured by Angela Davis. So what does this mean? Now that hat serves, because it's communist colors and it ties to the man with the beard and the camo hat, the African descended Yankee American. Let's see what this hat, the black and red, ties in. Oh, it's on Angela Davis, I see. And we can't see that it's on the Caucasian, because he looks like he could be Caucasian. And he isn't fair-skinned Caucasian. What it is the same as they're doing with Michael. Michael, they put the military, white with black bill, over dress uniform, that kind of hat, over Michael. So that when we saw when the inaugural address was taking place, we saw the cap over Michael. Now what they're doing is they're putting the cap with red and black, Michael, known as Michelle, aka, or better known as Michael Robinson Soe Toro. Yes, he has a penis, and they're about to expose it to the world so that Schwarzenegger can take over right after. And between, tranny man in the White House. What they're doing is they're putting black with red, the cap, and it appears on top of Angela Davis. And yeah, tranny man. Hurt people. Get used to it. Because this is all so on the up and the up, and meaning there's nothing wrong with what anyone's doing. Why does it take so much deception to get them to do what they are doing? Maybe it isn't good. And I'm sure the people who choose to keep their eyes closed, we know. And the other ones, welcome to the world. It's based on reality. We don't live in their illusion. We refuse to be delusional.
indigenous
Reds, rebels.
land.
Yeah, see, and he just hovers back there, the hat, and stays right on her. Black and red, communist colors, socialist colors, with her camouflaged scarf, and they've already implied that she's a militant, or was in the past.
And we follow the lead.
We got the black and white hat over here, and they keep advertising the anarchist symbol on the camera.
First people
Hero keeps appearing by the side of her head. We're at 146.
who, despite massive
Because somebody's wearing Shero, and the S disappears, and we leave it there. They leave it there for a while, and we read Hero, and then Shero. That's when it's next to her Angela Davis's head. They'll disappear the S, and we see Hero for a while, and it was right at the key words. It was back there a while, and we'll check that out again. What words they put exactly when the person had only Hero showing. We'll continue on.
genocidal violence have never
This over here on the left side, the red hair, is being colored in, I do believe. And it's supposed to match the fuchsia, or is it the Trump negative color I see on the Caucasian. But still, he's a marker for something.
relinquish the struggle for
Because he's always hovering around there.
land,
Oh, I see, to remind them.
order, culture, their people. We
To remind African Americans. African Yankee Americans, now we're going to get the beard again. He's back there. He no longer has a camo hat. It appears as if it's a black hat with the white writing. He keeps bobbing his head in and out. And what this does is, we know he's militant. He's got on a green jacket, military. Behind him, to mark him, so we pay attention, hot pink, painted in.
really salute
See? It's a hat.
today
perfectly right there, so it catches our attention to the side of her head.
Standing.
And see, and then he reappears. And then she bobs back and forth. Now she moves back and forth and moves her hands and moves her head, makes gestures. He bobs in and out, his face. And remember, as he looks at us, he's looking at, right now, the whole group, representing them. They're looking back at him. And that's the African-descended Yankee Americans. And the Caucasians, they're getting this Caucasian over here. He reappears, and he has the black and red hat on. We don't know why. And I can't understand it. When they see, I'm going to try to figure that out, and they cover his eyes, and he's obscured, you see, but they use his hat. The other one, what does he do? He makes the Caucasian Yankee American worried, depending on which one. Some of them are ready to go. Let's continue on. We're at 2:05. They're ready for the fight. Both sides. I mean, and there's more than both. Everyone's ready to go.
Rock.
Explode. Massacre out of hate.
Sue.
When I say massacre, kill out of hate. Okay, we're going to see. Child appeared. So we know at 2:10, when the child appeared, they're going to psyops us. Children are there. Mighty 750. Big Boss Chuck signing off.